Today we're gonna go over the importance of having a budget. I think on Mondays we're gonna do Money Mondays, where we talk about some things in a financial manner. That way to assist you guys on your journey to coming empowered and free, especially when it comes to your finances. Now you have to imagine your finances as a high-speed train. Now, when we look at a budget, the budget is to track and keeping it on course in reference to your train. It's not about restricting yourself, but about directing your money to where it matters the most, which is important because unfortunately, a lot of us spend money for entertainment, spend money for convenience of sorts. You have to think about your goals, your dreams, and building that empire and that legacy you have been envisioning. Now, start by laying down the blueprint of your financial landscape. List your income sources. As you see here, you have your salary, $42.50, and that's a month. Now, that equates to $51,000 a year. And if you have any money that's income, like pensions that you have coming in, because maybe of your age, maybe you have child support money coming in every month, or maybe you have a side hustle of amount of money that you have in a month. And this budget is personal to you. It's not for anyone else. So you can reveal some things that you may not necessarily report anywhere else, if you get my drift. But this personal document, you guard with your life, because this is going to have everything that essentially comes in as income, salary, or wage. And of course, everything that comes out as an expense, okay? And we're going to talk about investing in here a little bit, just to put that in as well, because we have to look at it. Your 9-to-5 grind, your side hustle, what you're trying to build, maybe you have passive income streams like investments, write it all down. Because on this train that we're talking about, that your budget actually tracks, those things just listed, this is the fuel for your financial engine. That is, we must understand. Now, often the most intimidating part of creating a budget is your expenses. Really being true to yourself, really breaking down every single thing you buy, whether it be every day, whether it be every month. And sometimes we can make quarterly budgets, okay? Because sometimes you pay things quarterly or even yearly. But if it's yearly, most likely you can put it in your monthly budget because you can divide it in a very equal number. You can do that as well with your quarterly budget. I'm just stating there's multiple ways you can look at your budget, whether it be monthly, quarterly, and some people do a yearly budget. And of course, there's ones that do all three of them. But all of these are beneficial to see what's really going on, okay? That's the most important thing. So when we look at these things, fixed expenses like bills and mortgages, the unwavering things that you may have, the variables like dining out or entertainment, are the playful rebels. Because when we look at bills that are fixed, that we have to pay, mortgage, lights, etc., those what I call the unwavering soldiers. But then you have those variables like going out to eat, going to the movies, entertainment. Those are what you call the playful rebels. Now, acknowledging both for their shape in your financial battlefield, because that's what it tends to be. You're trying to fight against your wants and your needs. What really goes first? Now, some people may transform their wants into a need, but no. We absolutely know what our needs are, okay? Food, shelter, nutrition, okay? Maybe not in that order for everybody else. Now, as we categorize these things, right, we create buckets for necessities, pleasures, and savings, all right? But you have to allocate a chunk for emergency funds. Emergency fund is your financial armor against unexpected attacks. Would it be some investments that you have, a large sum in a bank account, usually a high savings bank account, something that you put in each and every month for that rainy day, your emergency fund. First and foremost, one of the most powerful, one of the most intricate tools in your toolbox in order for you to use. Because when things break down, you go inside your emergency fund in order to fix it, okay? Maybe your car broke down. Maybe you need to assist a friend. Maybe there was an unfortunate death in your family that you need these emergency funds to travel and or to help pay for the proceedings. so on and so on. So when we look at these things, now, budgets are a living document. Budgets are a living document. They are not carved out in stone. They are regularly tracking your spending. Think of it as a financial GPS, right? You notice you're drifting off course because of your overspendage of things. Maybe you're splurging in one area more so than the other. And then maybe cut down on those impulse buys, and reallocate funds from wants to needs. Now, I want to drive home the emergency fund really quickly, because that emergency fund, as I stated before, is your shield, especially against unexpected mishaps. Life throws curveballs. They throw grenades sometimes. Life throws all types of stuff, right? Life throws a kitchen sink and the baby in the bathwater. And by having an emergency fund, this is your financial buffer that ensures you're not caught off guard, right? So if the baby go out the bathwater, maybe you can buy more bathwater and put it in the kitchen sink. I don't know. I'm just stating here. But in the past 5 or 10 years, the emergency fund has changed. We used to tell people 90 days to 6 months. Now I'm telling you 6 months to a year, if not more. This because of the, this very fluctuating inflation of the economy, that things go up and down, but so far things have been going on the up and up. Now let's look at this budget over here, family. We have your income at $4,250 a month, which is $51,000 a year. And this is kind of the average for the middle class, especially middle class black folk. There's a range between 45 to 55,000. So I kind of just went semi in the middle here. And these averages, I just want to show you guys this. So I can point this up. Let me see if I have this over here. Okay, here we go. That's the budget that I created. I'm all in my personal stuff. But anyway, this is what I want to show you. I went through, just so you know, I did my research, and I took the averages of everything I'm asking you guys here. So this first one right here is the average rent that people are paying. And that's from 2020, that's from August of this year. And then I went down the line just to show you guys here even more what the average car insurance cost, okay? The average health insurance plan cost, $456. This is the average electric bill. Here's the, which one is this one? This is the water bill per month, and so on and so forth. So going down the line, I went through and I researched every single one. Now, this screen you're seeing here is Google AI. They go and search for it, so you don't have to go through each and every website. So it helps me to really research things better. And believe it or not, it's just a plug-in that you guys go up here to Search Labs, and you too can implement the Google GI Bard inside of your search, so it pops up here and kind of gives you a tally. And then if you look further down here, it usually give you the references. So it came from One Main Financial, okay? So that's a good tool for you guys to use as well. But let me move on with the budget, okay? So when we look at these things, rent of an apartment, $1,372, and again, all of these are coming from averages, homeowner insurance, and we're looking about the amount of money that we make a year, because this is a magnifying glass to either the reason why you're successful or the reason why you're unsuccessful when we're talking about your budget. This is very important. So we look at the auto insurance, health insurance. We have the life insurance premiums, and this is each and every month. The electricity and gas bill, $133 a month. And this budget, believe it or not, you can go to nerdwalletbudgeting.com and download it. This video is not being sponsored by NerdWallet, wish they would. But nonetheless, in the description of this video, there's a link where you can download and go and get this budget right here. So we have the water bill, $45, garbage bill of $50, groceries, $300. And I know groceries do depend on the amount of people in your family, but the average, I think it was a single or even maybe a couple, it was $300, but this bill can go up to $500. Your car payment, $600 car maintenance and repairs. This is basically an oil change every 3 months for a year. So that's $16.60. Gasoline, the average amount that people pay on gasoline is $175. Your phone bill, cell phone bill, etc., $115. And then your internet bill, $75. And then anything else you guys may have, like your student loan payback, any other loans, personal loans that you may have, throw everything that is an expense inside of your budget. Everything that is income and everything is an expense. Don't forget, this is a personal document only for you. So nobody else has to see it. You don't have to send this anywhere else. Now, if you have monthly wants that maybe you are spending on or buying, dinner out, okay, eating out, special meals at home, alcohol, every month or something you pay $50 in alcohol, movies, concert, event tickets, gym, travel expenses, airline tickets, hotels. If it's monthly, if it's something that occurs, you can break it down. You can put it all in your budget. Don't leave anything out, because if you leave something out, it's going to throw off the numbers, and the amount of money that you believe you have left over is actually going to be in error. It's going to be a very fraudulent number for you to base your finances off of. Cable or streaming packages, home decor, etc. I know a lot of people subscribe to Disney, Netflix, HBO Max, Prime Video. Throw all of that in here, family. Put it all down on this piece of paper. Now, we have the emergency fund contributions. Again, that emergency fund is very, very important. Put a number there inside as well, savings account. And then a lot of us, if you're working for corporate America or state America, they have some sort of 401k. A lot of them also have personal 401ks that you can go out and create yourself through different investment platforms. But they stated that majority of people who are reporting their 401k, according to taxes, they're allocating 7.4% of their paycheck, which equates to, given the figure, $4,250, is $314.50 per month, based upon that $4,250 number, making $51,000 a year, okay, which is the middle class income. And then they said that the average credit card payments for Americans are $430 that people actually are paying every month. Now in the States here, total spent on savings and paying off debt, $745. Where do I land here? Total expenses are $4,301, which is $51 over the amount I make in a month. $51 over the amount that I make a month, because don't forget, I make $4,250, which equates to $51,000 a year. Now, because of all of these averages that's coming from Google searches and from reputable websites, this is the average amount that Americans are paying singly, not as a family, but single, okay? That $300 food bill is from a single person. So we can only imagine, if you're making $51,000 a year, and let's say you're a single parent, look at the amount of money. So that tells me that you are living off your credit cards, that you're using your credit cards as an extension of your wealth. So when you run out money mid-month or a week before the end of the month, you're using credit cards to suffice other bills, wants, and or needs, which is very, very detrimental, because you're going to continue to be in debt. You're going to continue to have issues, okay? As I stated before, when we're looking at debt, that is what I call the lurking enemy, because you have to strategize to pay it off, starting with the high amounts first. There's two methods I've give. One is a snowball, paying off the lowest amount credit card, not your interest, but whatever credit card. Let's say, for instance, you have 3 credit cards. One has $300, another one has $1,000, and the next credit card has a $5,000 debt on it. You're going to pay off the one that's $300 first, okay? No matter the interest rate, always pay off the lowest amount first on a credit card when you're dealing with the snowball method. Now, when you're dealing with the avalanche method, you're going to pay off the card. You're going to start paying off the card with the highest interest rate, okay? No matter the amount that you're in debt. So if that $5,000 card has a 30% interest rate and the $300 card has a 2% interest rate, you're going to still pay the majority amount off on that $5,000 card according to the avalanche method. My preference is always the snowball. So there you have it with that. But when we look at the inner warrior of killing debt, I hate to say it in these terms, but you definitely have to slay the dragon, right? Because the more resources you free up for your financial freedom. Now, every financial milestone, believe it or not, deserve a victory dance. Maybe that's a nice drink you want to have, but every time you're paying off debt, you're achieving your goals and your savings and your emergency fund, you should take a victory dance. I don't know if it's a favorite movie, a favorite drink, a favorite dinner, whatever it may be, take that victory dance, but always keep your budget in mind. Because we have to understand when paying off credit cards or you reach a saving goal, it's important to celebrate those very small moments, in my opinion, which is going to motivate you to continue because you're going to use muscle memory every time you pay off something or you reach a savings goal. You take a celebratory drink, a celebratory dance, you go to hot yoga, I don't know, you do something to celebrate that achievement. And that is going to be the most notable things in your finances. Now, lastly, I want to show you the budget that I made in case you guys want to take a stab at that. But again, for this Nerd Wallet budget right here, you can check in the description of this video and you can go download it for yourself. Now, here's the one that I made. Let me pop this up. Here's the budget that I made. Now, if you guys want a copy of this, nope, it's not going to cost you not one dime. The only thing you have to do is email me at rawsworldllc@gmail.com. That is rawsworldllc@gmail.com. And no, I'm not going to be sending you no spam mail. I'm not going to be sending you no promotions or advertising or marketing, none of that. I'm just going to send you this budget I created. Now, let me blow this up just a little bit here. Let me see if I can blow this up. Good afternoon, Brother Jermaine. Nice to see you, brother. Let me try to see how I can blow this up so you guys can see it. Here we go. All right. Now, this is the budget that I created. Again, for you guys tuning in late here, you can check the description. You can download the Nerd Wallet budget. I went through that very quickly. Now, same concept here, family. Every single income that you have coming in, salary, child support, pension, other employment. If you have other income, write that in as well. If you're getting paid under the table, if you're getting paid under the table on a side job or something that's not noticeable to report, put that in here. Again, this is your own personal document. You don't have to share this with anyone. You don't have to let anyone see this except your own two eyes, not even your spouse. But as you see here, I went a step further and I did a joint. Now, it works either singular or plural, meaning that if you just put in your expenses or your salary, let's say $4,500, it's going to compute that. And let's say your spouse, $3,500, you click off, it's going to compute that. So it really doesn't matter. Okay, you can either use it for yourself, okay, sponsor, or your spouse. Two words I just want to use. I didn't want to put male or female, nothing like that, but yeah. So whoever's creating the document, you can use this one column here for everything else. And if you have a spouse or a partner or a roommate, whatever it may be, you can put that in here too as a joint budget, okay? Like I said, I took a step further than Nerd Wallet. So anybody can use this particular form. Then we have your gross pay. These are your deductions. This is after taxes. This is going to have you look at your pay stubs. Put in your federal tax for you and your significant other, state tax, Medicare, life insurance, Social Security. There's a special tax because some people have local tax. I have some open slots here for you guys, and we'll put that in there. 401k contributions in dollar amount, not in percentage, in dollar amount. I couldn't work the formula that good. Investments, donations, and if you have any tuition debt of any kind, put that all in here. It's going to do a sum, give you a net pay. Now, when it comes to your monthly expenses, I broke this down more so for you guys. Again, you got the mortgage, rent, your utilities all combined, renters, homeowners insurance, your telephones, cable, internet, groceries, lunch, school lunches, food delivery fees, because a lot of times you can add in your groceries for your food delivery, or you go to DoorDash or Grubhub, etc. But you want to put those fees on there as well. We want to account for every single cent. That's what we want to do. Account for every single cent when we're creating this budget. Gas, carpenter's insurance, car payments, repairs, oil changes, whatever it may be. Your personal expenses, your children's expenses. Yeah, because kids have a lot of expenses. I pay $100 a month for my child to take skills training, okay? That's a bill for him. And then, of course, they add into your medical, but you're going to add all into one because they're under you. You don't have to worry about certain expenses like that. I did sign him up for the Dribble Up program, so he'll be doing that as well. That's another expense. So I put that on my budget. When it comes to dentists, health insurance, life insurance, kids insurance, because a lot of people have life insurance on their kids. Put that on this document. Put this on your budget. You got your recreational expenses, your other expenses, because people chase child support. Some people give the charity each and every month, so on and so forth. And of course, my son, he gets a haircut every 3 weeks or so, but there are some people who get a haircut every week, every month. But all that you can put on here, just do the math. So again, if my son gets a haircut every week, every 3 weeks, then that's probably anywhere from 13 to 14 haircuts a year. I think it costs him $30. So you do 12 times 30, you get your number, you throw it in there. Very easy, family. This is very easy. It's going to take a little bit basic math. If not, you got your cell phone, you got your smartwatch, do the math inside of it, get your numbers right, put it on your budget, okay? Then we come down here to RAs, savings accounts, money markets, everything. Put every single thing that you have, and then boom. This is going to reveal where all your money is going. This is going to reveal how you're saving your money. This is going to reveal how you're investing your money, okay? Because over here, when it comes to deductions, these are open. Put your investments in here. Maybe you're investing in Apple. Maybe you're investing inside of an index or mutual fund or an ETF fund. Throw those investments in here and so they can be computed. That way you know exactly where all your money is going to. And again, here's another one. Like, what about if I threw in, as we stated before, one of the most important things is your education. Emergency fund. My apologies. Your emergency fund. Very important. Then you can throw all your other investments that's outside of your 401k in this open slot here. So you can change this document. This is the document that I made. Again, my mod has the email in the chat. You guys go ahead and email request it. Again, people know me. I don't send out any promotions, any advertisement of any sort. I'm just going to send this to you. And the only thing I require is a thank you. That's all, okay? Also, last but not least, before I get out of here, I do have debt relief letters that will help erase negative inquiries on your credit report to help raise your credit score. And guess what? It comes with instructions. And guess what? Doesn't cost you a dime either. Again, request it through the email. That's also listed on my YouTube channel, okay, Blacklogic. Also listed on my YouTube channel is my email in case you don't get it here in the chat. But nonetheless, there's all sorts of help out there. You can either download the budget from Nerd Wallet that's in the description of this video, or you can request through my email. This particular budget, it kind of is a clearer view, and it's great for 2 people or more. You just add another column, but nonetheless, you get what I'm getting at. Hope this was helpful to the family. Okay, I think I'm going to start Money Mondays. Let's see if I can stay track on that. But nonetheless, thank you guys for tuning in.